Welcome back, my fellow poets, to another Spooky Saturday video. To those of you who stumble across my content for the first time, I am your narrator, Paranormal Poet, and I narrate true, paranormal, scary stories who focuses more on atmosphere rather than visual aid to terrify you. So sit back, relax, and step into the world of the unknown.
Don't picture this, but you're walking home after a lovely day at the park, petting all the furry friends and enjoying the fresh air. As you walk down a path you've grown up strolling through, you don't think anything of it. That is, until you see it. A man covered in all black clothing peeking his head out from a bush. As you pass him, you can't help but notice you hear an extra set of footsteps behind you, even though there was nobody in sight for miles. That's when you realize he's trailing you. Once you turn a corner, you bolt to your house, evading what could have been a potential kidnapping. When you hear this story, and what this man found on the side of a forested bike trail one evening, it will truly shock you. How close he genuinely was to a bad situation. You don't want to miss this. Let's begin. Hello, Paranormal Poet. My name is Justin, and the experience I went through on this night still traumatizes me today. I don't know who to turn to fully explain my story, so I'm trusting you to give it justice. First of all, this all began on August 5th, 2024. The day started like any other. I got dressed for work, and once my shift was over, I got a friend to give me a ride home. While at home, my stomach began growling, and I felt a strange nostalgia in the moment for some subs at a local deli of mine. Now I live on Long Island, New York, and we have lots of amazing eateries nearby, so I didn't have to go far. With the decision made, I got on my bike and started pedaling to a local deli shop I'd been visiting for years. It was a place I could go for comfort food. I sat and ate for a solid hour. That is when I decided to head back home. I got back on my bike and pedaled down the road until I made a turn down a forested area that I did not recognize. On either side of me were thick, dense trees on a paved trail. I definitely made quite a wrong turn and started to turn my bike around when all of a sudden, something caught my eye. On the side of the trail was what looked to be a large black garbage bag. That didn't make me feel unnerved until I saw what was next to it. A shoe that looked like it belonged to a kid. As if things couldn't get worse, from the bushes came a large man, about 6'1", wearing nothing but black clothing, and the energy this man gave off was nothing short of sinister. Something about the way he stared at me made me feel like I was next. I began pedaling away from the scene. That's when he started running. His footsteps got louder, and I was only starting to get momentum. My fear turned into fuel, and I biked my ass out of there and back home. Now I don't know what his intention was, but seeing that bag and the kid's shoe right next to it, with the man hiding, it made me a little more aware of my surroundings now. At the end of it, I was filled with questions. Whose shoes did those belong to? Why did he need to hide in the shrub before I showed up? What was in the black bag? I have no doubt that it was a body, but who am I to say that? Maybe it was a homeless man's bag of clothes. But my intuition led to something more sinister. And that was by far my closest encounter I've had with being kidnapped. If you enjoyed this true story and wish to see more like it in the future, don't forget to hit subscribe if you are new, click that like button for me, and comment what moment did it for you. If you love true, paranormal, scary stories in audio-only format, you are in the right place. So tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. PST for new stories every week.